So we've made it to the final video of November. I don't know about you, but for me 2023 is going by super fast. Anyways, with that being said, to celebrate the end of the month, we've got a very special recipe. We're talking onion and cheese fritters. These are known in Spain as Buñuelos, de Cebolla y Queso Manchego. And let me tell you, these fritters have the most amazing textures and flavors. They're made with just a handful of ingredients. And the best part, it's all done in about 20 minutes. Folks serve these fritters as a tapas appetizer or even as a side dish. Either way, and like I always tell you, this is the kind of food that's gonna fill you with so much goodness. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like Queso Manchego, which we're gonna be using in today's episode, the famous Jamón Serrano and Jamón Ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure to use coupon code on a Fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by adding in half a cup of all-purpose flour, which is 60 grams, into a large bowl and making a well in the middle. We'll crack an egg into the well and whisk the egg until it's well mixed. Then we'll measure out half a cup of beer, which is 120 milliliters, and add it into the bowl. I'm using a typical Spanish beer here that's very similar to Heineken or Stella Artois. If beer's not your thing, you can also use club soda or even sparkling water. And we'll mix it together until we end up with a creamy batter. For the next ingredients, I'm going to finely chop 2 medium-sized onions and add them into the batter. For this recipe, I'm using typical yellow onions, but you can use whatever onions you like. Then we'll finely grate 2 cloves of garlic over the batter. As always, if you don't have a grater, you can just finely mince the garlic. And add in 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, which is 8 grams. Then we'll season with half a teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 1.25 grams. Half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is about half a gram. A pinch of sea salt. And some freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until everything's well mixed together. For the final ingredient, we'll finely grate 1 cup of cheese, which is 120 grams, and add it into the batter. I'm using a Spanish Manchego that's been aged for 6 months, but you can use whatever cheese you like. Either way, you'll find a link where you can get the Spanish cheese I'm using in the description box below. And we'll give it one final mix until everything's well mixed together. And that's the exact texture you want from your batter. And if you see that your batter's too thick, you just add in some more liquid in there, and vice versa if it's too thin, add in some more flour. Either way, this is a very forgiving batter, meaning even if you don't have it right on the money, you're still going to end up with delicious fritters. For the next step, let's start cooking up our fritters. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat. Important to use a medium heat here, nothing higher. Otherwise the fritters are going to brown too quickly on the outside and not fully cook in the inside. And I'm going to add in half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 120 milliliters. You can use whatever oil you like here, it's just extra virgin is what's typically used in Spain. Once the oil is nice and hot, but as you can see it's not smoking, so it hasn't lost any of its beautiful flavor, we'll start adding in spoonfuls of the batter into the pan. And you want to make sure all the fritters are in a single layer and evenly spaced out, so cook this in batches to not overcrowd the pan. And we're going to go for 2 to 3 minutes per side here, or until those fritters are golden fried all around. And as you finish the fritters, transfer them into a dish with paper towels. And we'll cook the rest of the fritters in the same method until they're all done. From this recipe, you should end up with about 15 fritters. Once all the fritters are fried up, let's make a very simple alioli to take this dish to the next level. I'm going to add in half a cup of mayonnaise into a bowl. This is 120 grams. Finely grate in 1 clove of garlic. Once again, if you don't have a grater, just finely mince it. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. And drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll add in 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley, which is 4 grams. And season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a whisk until we end up with a beautiful creamy texture. To assemble the dish, we'll add in the alioli into a serving plate and then decorate the fritters around it. And check it out, folks, our onion and cheese fritters are done. Once again, known in Spain as Buñuelos de Cebolla y Queso Manchego. Super easy to make, just a handful of ingredients, and the best part, all done in about 20 minutes. Let's give them a try and see how they turned out. Once again, folks, Buñuelos de Cebolla y Queso Manchego. This I am so excited to try because it smells so amazing and look how beautiful. Here we go. This is unfair. Here, take one. I'm teleporting it to you. Seriously. Beautiful light crispy texture on the outside. The inside, the most amazing textures and flavors with the onion and cheese really shining through. And of course that alioli to take things to the next level. You saw this, easy to make. Just a handful of ingredients and all done in about 20 minutes. In my opinion, one of the best tapas appetizers from Spain or a side dish for any time of the year. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, John Kachanowski, John Dayan, Juan Iturri, Rob Haskins, and Daniela Brandt. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way we can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.